Perth's convenience store, so we can paste that onto here. How are these doing anyway? Yeah, we're still not making money, but hey, we chased everybody else except for Memory today in the Zeta group out, so that should help us out. It's a lot of advertising spending, though. Maybe we could dial that back just a smidge a meter here. Just until we can buy the television station and we can spend all that money on ourselves, essentially. Right then, back here, we've copied that. We've got our two things, so let's find a good convenience store location for this city. See if we can sneak one in there somewhere. Or someone's got a random grocery store for sale here. Want to sell for this firm for... I think it'll want me to link these. Why does it have two different... Why are there two different things of cigarettes? Oh, I can't sell cigars here? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Or did these just both go to cigarettes and... Wait, that's beds. But I used the cigars one. Come on, people. Ugh. Game. I told you cigars. Clear. Clear. That's better. All right, let's see here. Where was this? Oh yeah, our retail store here. Yeah, you link to the one that's actually working, and then you go to the cigars. And that should get our sales a-flowing. Now here, we're not going to really tinker with the pricing so much because people don't really care about the pricing. They want their brand. Look at that, 62% of their concern is the brand. They don't really give a crap about the quality, and not so much about the price either. So honey bunches of advertising is where it is at. Yes, it's cigarettes to the children. Puffy-O's, the magical cereal. You see your favorite dragons with smoke coming out of their mouths? Now you too can have smoke coming out of your mouth, just like Pete the Dragon. You guys like Pete the Dragon, right? Right. Let me give you a free sample. And hey, think about it. Think about it. So, we get people hooked on smoking, and then they buy our beds, and then the smoke gets in the bed, and now the bed reeks. So they're like, oh crap, we have a bed that stinks. We got to get a new bed. They buy a new bed, and then they smoke cigarettes on it, and then that bed stinks, and they buy a new bed. It's a wonderful cycle. Oh, I love it. Let's see here. Yeah, you're doing fine. You're all level 9. They're like, we're selling too much. Make it end. We are physically incapable of selling additional things. Alright, more importantly, let's check out Perth's retail here. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get that price up a little bit, because that's not so bad, actually. We've been spending a lot of money on this. How are you doing here? 54, 53. We're making our way up there. Vancouver. Well, that's okay. Not really, but I'll live. Oh, I want to buy you so badly. They already have a bunch of the local advertisers going on them too. But they've been losing money. Lots of money. That's why they put themselves for sale. They are not profitable. But we'll make them profitable. This is why I also didn't want to spend advertising. Did you just stop being for sale? You little bastards? Oh, come on. No, I'm not settling for the freaking newspaper. God dang it. Well, I guess we can go look elsewhere. Maybe this place has a TV station for sale. No, just the newspaper and the radio. Yeah, they don't want as much, but you're not as valuable. You really, really want to get the TV stations, because that has the highest potential. Now we have to wait for those to come back online here. Yeah, we ain't selling jack for this yet. Just wait, though. Just wait. Yeah, I know. I mean that in jest, Midgar. When I call somebody a bastard, I mean that in a mirthful manner. I was not implying that you were literally an illegitimate child. It's sort of like a South Park, you know, you bastard! Alright, where are we? What do we need to be? We need to be at 48. We need more brand for that. We need more quality for that. And we need a lower price. So, yeah, if this is going to go anywhere, we're gonna have to drop the price. And we'll have to drop the price at the factory here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this red pedal? And why are you competing against me? Holy crap! Whoa, stop the presses! Stop the presses! Who do you think you are, red pedal? Who do you think you are? Coming in here with an 83 brand? What the Sam heck are you doing? They got brand. They're like, Red Pedal Beach, buy our stuff. We got the fancy frou-frou beds. They all pink. Get that Red Pedal bed. I'm like, no. No, 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 no. Was it you that simultaneously put the television station alive by spending that much? Or are they, they could be, they actually, hang on, let's look at you, Red Pedal. I don't know much about Red Pedal. I haven't done anything with Red Pedal. We can also see who the winners and losers are here. See, we're up here, pretty steady 4 million a month profit. That's not bad. Let's see, Global Inc. is doing its thing. Green Stylus is meh. The F lady here has been bobbing up and down. Thunder Corp seems to be stabilizing. Ion Industries is one of those where they're pure stocks. They don't build anything by the looks of it. So you're not going to see any operating profit. They just make their money on the stock market. Well, hopefully. Memory today. Wow, that was a big thing of investment right there. But they're holding steady. As long as you don't go bankrupt. I need your tobacco, man. Capital Corp. Capital Corp's doing pretty well. Zeta Corp's doing pretty well. There's Red Petal. I'm not too worried about Red Petal. They're probably spending way more than they have. You're doing the pets.com problem where you're dumping everything you have and stuff you don't have into advertising budget. But still, it's putting a damper on our sales here. Enough for them to take over half the market. So let's put a little price decrease strain on them. See if we can't push back ourselves a little bit, make them work a little bit harder. Yeah, look at this. Red Petal's all over the freaking place. See, we are like super focused in like one or two industries here, and some of these companies are like everywhere. It's like product ADD. All right, we got to get these guys profitable before I'm ready to go into the next ones, or at least on the rise here. All right, we're at a 61 versus a 48, so that one will eventually stabilize. You are a 42 versus a 42, so you will start making progress. We might need to spike up our advertising here to speed both of those along, but not too much. All right, Vancouver was our next place that had farm here. Guys are like, oh, we've been growing tobacco for a couple of years now. You guys want any of it, or is it just gonna rot here, or something? All right, yeah, let's get our shops up and running here. Just again, so we don't have these dead assets on our plates. And let's see if we can get them to correctly identify these cigarettes. Tobacco. Alright, there's no other source of local tobacco. Yeah, I'm not paying that much of a freight charge for Memory Today's tobacco, as wonderful as it is. We got our paper, we got our tobacco. There's our cigars. Beautiful. Good job, game. Good job. All right, let's drop these down to more reasonable levels so it doesn't it helps me gauge how much these things actually cost. And let's find a good ooh, this television station's for sale. There we go. Convenience store. Yeah, we can sneak you in right here. And then, yeah, we'll just go for the use. But look at how many people use them. How much can we raise through? Yeah, not that much. bank's like, yeah, we got some for you, but we don't got it all for you. I don't want to use them because I don't want to encourage them. I don't want to make them profitable because then they'll stop being for sale. But we also really need to use them. Well, hopefully they go on sale elsewhere. Get you. Get you. Get our training up. And let's get you to 200. Alright, no competitors, no direct competitors anyway. Let's see, what do we need here? We're 200 a box, that's a bit much. And price is decently much of a concern here, so let's drop you down so we can become competitive here. 47 brand will catch up to that very quickly and easily. And then you, 56% brand concern. $4 a pack. That's another thing you can tell this game is set in the 90s. Lack of inflation here. Not that I'm intimately familiar with the price of cigarettes. I've never been a smoker myself. But, you know, I go to gas stations and I see, you know, that's the thing they promise. It's like lowest legal price, $6 or $7 something. So I know the price of cigarettes just by sort of osmosis. I do not partake yes, the lung cancer strat. Well, this is the beds in lung cancer strat. So, you know, when you're dying of lung cancer, you can have a company purchased bed to slowly die in. Does not unfortunately allow you to make coffins. I would totally make coffins if they added that to the wood category. And welcome RJ Helms. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Oh yeah, let's actually zero in on this. All right, you're catching up just fine. You're catching up just fine. We're starting to perk up. We're starting to perk up. I want to be able to snap one of these up. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. We are going to. Wow, our price is even lower. Why is our price so low? I wonder if there's a way for me just to give money back to the company. I think actually for the moment, we're just going to set a null dividend. Just do it all in salary. We gotta get our numbers better to make the bank less nervous about us. But here's what I'm going to try and do. Let's borrow all of this. Let's go over back to Vancouver. So you want 279. I've got 203. Will you take 203? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, it was worth a shot. Let's pay all that back so we don't sit on it and pay interest. At least not at the moment. Yeah, we still got one abandoned farm here for Stockholm, so we got to set that up here. So I think we'll do that. Let's do that right now. Get this all set up, and then the game will stop being like stock price will stop being quite so cranky with having unprofitable items here. And yes, we'll set up the links because that seems to work properly here. That seems to help teach it to be cigarettes or cigars properly if we let it set up the links. Make sure we give them a little bit of a training budget. And also watch them to see which links they decide to pull in. There we got paper. And I think I'm the only game in town that does paper. And our own brand of tobacco, purchased locally. Excellent. Let's knock that internal price down. All right, good and good. Cost down to match with the locals to give them a boost. Although, interestingly enough, the price in this city is not so much a concern. It's more about the branding. So we're going to want to spike our branding spending. Hey, hey! R&D is complete! Yes! R&D! R&D! Oh, this is going to be good. We just finished up our R&D. So one, it's going to immediately impact our beds. Our factories are set to retool automatically, so they will adapt to the changes and start using the new production technology. Hang on, let me just finalize this part here before I get distracted by the shiny. Beautiful. All right, now let's get distracted by the shiny. So our bed, where previously it was a quality, I think 50 something, now we're at a quality 71 because our production quality 50 out of 50. That's it, and that's as good as we're gonna get in terms of our raw stuff here. That's about as good as we're gonna get here. And that's really freaking good because now our overall quality is so high, we can do things like, oh, I don't know, raise the price and still keep it well ahead of the, yeah, look at this, 90 something? That quality though. We're still, as long as we're about 10 points ahead, we can sell these for gangbusters. Whoops. So just by itself, before even getting new products on the line here, these things are, yeah, 93. Vancouver's a little more price sensitive. Now these guys, we're not going to spike the price, but we just put the hurt on them because our quality just shot up, and that is making them work harder to try and get their brand high enough to compete against us. The other thing we could do is at our local advertiser here, I think we're going to, who's got a better thing? Because our 31, 33, let's go for the radio station and increase our spending. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now our cash is going higher. And we have the higher tech for some of the other items out there. And now here's the thing. Now, once your R&D units finish a project, you can send them on another project. But if you don't, they're just going to start more research on the same product. And we actually kind of want that. So now, when you're not trying to catch up to the highest tech, the progress is slower. But by continuously pushing out the boundary, you find the ratings of the meeting firms mean anything? My strategy is always to go for the lowest cost per million and never look too deep in it. You know what? I've never been able to pin that down, RJ Helms, as to getting the cost per millions versus the ratings and how effective the media was. All I know is I always wanted to own at least one media magnet out there, and there seems to be some kind of underlying bonus for television stations over radio stations over newspaper. Newspaper stations are just like, please and no thank you. All right, our cigars are in high demand. Let's get that price up there. Yeah, we only need to beat a 55. Our cigarettes, yeah, we're doing just fine for our cigarettes. Oop, Stockholm. Ion merges with Global Link. Okay. Good job, Ion, or Global Link, or whatever. All right. Let's see here. All right. Is that? Yes, it is. That television. Oh yeah. So whenever a company goes out of business, a new one will always join to take their place. They get fresh capital, but they have no assets. So they have ways to catch up, but they don't instantly replace them. All right, what do you got here? Cost per thousand. Let's see if we can do that plus a bank loan. I think we can make that happen. 283. Let me... Picky. Jeez. Fine, I'll make $20 million in a couple of months. And then I'll come and buy. You better still be sit for sale. Let's take a look at our while we wait for that to cook up a little bit. Let's take a look at our incoming competition here. Corporate summary, Mankind. All right, corporate decal. Run by a Catherine Stockdale, an aggressive CEO who is stock focused. They currently have $440 million in cash and haven't done anything yet. But I mean, they're stocks. They're probably analyzing the market, looking for a good stock buy. And which makes sense because Ion Industries was a stock focused company as well. So just replace them with another stock focused company. All right. Have I made enough for you, Mr. Television Station? Have I made enough for you? 126. Not quite. I have a feeling they won't budge unless you give them their asking price. Let's just check the others. I don't care about Stylus. Diversified for Revolution. Oh, she's actually doing really well here. Retail focused for Thunder. Diversified, but not really doing that much. Oh wait, Ion Industry is the one that bought them. Interesting. Memory Today, production focus. That makes sense. That's why they're offering up that tobacco for us to all buy. Diversified Capital Corp. Red Pedal. Diversified. A moderate. Interesting. Well, they're still kind of floundering, despite their stock price going despite their all that spending on advertising against us. All right, that should be enough. 287, 288. Yep. We now own the station. Now, what I like to do is I like to put a decent amount of content out there, maybe 500 or so. And the current advertising price, we'll drop it down nice and cheap because that attracts people, and we don't want dead air. No, I am not selling you my production technology for bed. What are you thinking? All right, you're spending on there. We can increase that a little bit. And we can be a little bit more aggressive in... Actually, we're already pretty aggressive in spending on advertising here. We're doing just fine. 51 versus 66, that's not bad. All right, let's start diving into setting up our next line of goods. And once again, we're going to start in Perth. I shouldn't have trashed that farm, but whatever. Now, actually, before we go looking here, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to set up a baseline factory here because I want to see if the raw materials are for sale from somebody in a manner that's cheaper and also higher quality, like this cotton. Well, that's really high quality cotton. I'd love to buy that, but the demand on that is pretty darn steep. So I'm not sure I can... Levish, thank you once again for stopping by. Thank you. Have a good rest of the night. Any info on my next stream? Keep an eye out. Probably Slay the Spire on Wednesday will probably be my next stream. And then we'll go for Pinstar Mellow on Saturday, and possibly more, since you guys seem to be very interested in it, possibly more Capitalism 2 Sunday. Sunday. This is not a good time to get the hiccups, Pinstar. Let's see here. All right, we got people selling leather, which is good. High quality leather, too. I just hope they can keep up with our demand. You got these textiles going here. That could be useful for the chairs. Because if I don't have to get into cotton, and if I don't have to get into leather, I would love that because I can just set up my factories to use those. All right, let's see if we can make this work for us. We're going to use other people's raw materials, but they're going to be our manufactured goods because we're the one manufacturing them because it's our technology. We're just buying their raw materials. I just hope they can keep up with production. So let's go for chairs. All right, so a chair requires textiles, which is already extremely high quality, and wood. And well, we know where to get the wood. And you know what? If we have to set up the local farms ourselves for an area, then we will. Excuse me. So there we go. Now with our technology here, these are already going to be very high quality, especially with those textile qualities too. Those are going to be extremely good. Yeah, quality 80. That's craziness. That's craziness. Now, here's the other nice thing. We don't need to build new stores. We can add them into our into these stores here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disconnect this. We're going to take over here. And yes, I am going to disconnect the advertisement because it's already got its own advertisement here, and it's a range brand, which means you're selling sofas. We are going to so kick you off that sofa. You are so toast with that sofa. Because look at that quality. 80 freaking quality. Exactly. And then, you know, when they need a break from their cigarette break, they can sit in the chair and have a cigarette break. It's like a break within a break. Breakception. It's awesome. All right, so we do have chairs here. Whoa. Where the Sam heck did your quality come from? Huh. Well, I'm glad I'm keeping up with the chair research here. And I'm glad we already have our brand established here. Because look at that. Where in the Sam heck? Yeah, red pedal. Story of my life. All right, now comes the question. Let's see if we can shove sofas in there. And we're going to do a little bit of a trick here, where I'm actually going to set up a mini factory to act as sort of a what's a good term? A warehouse and advertising outlet. So for a 3-product unit here, and that's what a sofa is, the most efficient way to do that is, and I'll show you. Actually, we're not going to use a pre-made. I want to search for the materials. We do 3 purchasing here, 1 purchasing down here, and 2 sales, and 3 manufacturing. That's as good as it's gonna get. I don't have enough cash. What? What? Give me more cash. Thank you. Do not interrupt me in my massive expansion. I know, we're gonna have to do something about red pedal. Alright, so if we can source the raw materials and not have to set up all the stuff to make them ourselves. So you do need raw cotton. So I will buy that from Capital Corp. Because they got quality 100 raw cotton, so yeah. And we're going to need that higher quality stuff too. Memory today has the 75 quality. I'm willing to pay you that. It's also a hell of a lot cheaper. And then, of course, the timber we supply ourselves. Beautiful. That should work out. There's the sofas. Once these get up and selling. We're waiting on something. What didn't I hook up? All right, there it goes. Yeah, someone's got the market cornered at the moment, but that's about to change. Now, here's the thing. We are going to, in our store here, set up another set of purchasing, sales, and sales. So that way you can have maximum throughput for 3 different products in one store. Now, the downside here is we can't fit an advertising unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, let's get that price down nice and low. We're going to put the hurt on them real bad. And actually what we need to do is we're going to do a factory. We'll do a small factory here. And what we'll do here is we're going to purchase them. We'll have an array of inventory items, inventory setups here. We're gonna buy sofas, stick them in inventory, move them through inventory, and send them out. But but on their way out, we'll take pretty pictures of them and do advertisements on them. So huzzah! The couch is already tobacco. It comes tobacco stained for you. So you don't have to worry about the color getting ruined by smoking on it, because it already looks like it's been smoked on. Alright, how are we doing here? Yeah, overall 114. I don't care how many other people are sticking their nose in this market. It's mine now. And we got the quality, we got them beat on quality too. The only thing they have is 127 brand. All right, well here's me thinking that brand only goes up to 100. And they're like, nope, watch me spend all the money on all the advertisements. Well, we are very quickly eating their lunch here, so we're going to do some damage. We're going to do a lot of damage very, very quickly. This, we can crank up the price a little bit. How are we? Yeah, we kind of silenced them on that. I don't think they're going to be selling too many more of these. It looks like they've already stopped. They're like, nope, we're out of here. Time to bounce. But yeah, nice, healthy, competitive economy. And me drop kicking them on the floor. And see, this is the reason why I want them to continue to research these, because I want to be the tech leader in that going forward. In fact, I think it might be worth our while to start training our R&D guys so their levels go up, so that every time they do it, they get a few more points each time. Timber deposit in stock. It's not as worrying now, but I still want to see it. Yeah, junk. Junk. Worthless white pine. All right. I want to say our venture into the furniture market. Well, completely into the furniture market. And again, that's why we did the range brand. Is that brand rating that we got from before is inherited by everything. Advertising, 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 advertising. Excuse me. And that way, our advertisements for our whole brand continue. Yeah, it's going to count us as selling into two different places. We need to match our price. No. You know you're doing the research game right when they start out making offers to buy it from you. You know you're doing it right. All right, and that'll actually give us a little bit more retail throughput to literally take over the entire market. Ding, ding, ding. Our technology for cigars and cigarettes is ready. And I think we're going to keep those cooking on that as well. All right, folks, we have been streaming for a while here. And I think it is just about time to take a little pause here. But given the popularity and the interest in this game, and especially we'll see how well it does on my YouTube channel, I am going to go ahead and save the game right here, right now. New.